shiny cardboard rules, modern vintage too. All ages can be seen at the convention scene at Card Party. We're here to have some fun at Card Party. We're fans of #1. Meet the creators and make some new friends. Open some packs and get jam intense at Card Party. Card Party, it's the coolest place to be at Card Party. A place for you and me. We're playing all day and we party all night. When you come to the show, everything is alright at Card Party. Card Party is the place to come and trade your cards. Come to play some games and maybe pull a Charizard. A place to make some friends. I hope it never ends. Card Party.
At the show, but no matter what, you're gonna bring the energy. What will you trade? What games do you play? What's inside is gonna be a mystery, but you won't regret what you collect at CARDPARTY. What's that spell? Card Party, Card Party, Card Party. Card Party, Card Party, Card Party, Card Party, Card Party. Come on down, it's the top of the town. Everybody comes and stays up late. Show me what you got, you better take your shot. I need that card, would you be open to trade? You won't regret the cards you get. CARDPARTY. Because Card Party, 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 Card Party. Card Party, 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 CARDPARTY.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Card Party YouTube channel. My name is Gonzo, and Powder is not after my job. We can all calm down. Powder's actually fired from being a live stream host with me now. He's not gonna pursue me. I don't know words. He's not taking over my job or anyone's job. He doesn't even have a job anymore. But with that being said, everybody, I'm not alone today. I am with the wonderful social media manager of our Card Party Instagram page, Kat. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you, Gonzo?
I'm goodish. I'm hot. It's a hot day in San Diego, and it's about to get hotter in Dallas when we get there for Card Party. I'm so excited. What are you excited about besides not being able to see Powder because he's fired?
Yeah. Well, that's number one. I'm very happy he won't be there. No, I'm kidding. He will be there. So please everyone don't freak out.
But no, as an attendee,
yes.
As an attendee, he can't keep getting away with this. But thank you everybody for coming in. What's up, beautiful people? Hello. Kat, what are you excited for Dallas? Before we talk about Fort Lauderdale, let's talk about Dallas. It's around the corner. We're about less than a month away at this point.
I know, it was coming up so fast, and what I'm most excited for actually is that at the what was it, San Diego, when we were staying at the Gaylord before, I did not get any opportunity to actually go to like any of the wave pools and stuff like that, and
Yes.
so I'm so excited to be able to do that. I'm bringing like my bathing suits. I'm like staying an extra day. I'm doing all of this stuff just so I can make sure that like I'm actually going to be there, because this one is way bigger, I heard, than the one in San Diego, and the one in San Diego was like huge. So I'm just excited to like explore the area.
Yes, the one in Dallas is going to be, as Alex would say, massive. San Diego's big enough as it is. Every time I see the hype reel from Dallas, it just looks like an amusement park, like a small section of like Frontierland over in Disneyland or something like that. It looks like there might actually be a roller coaster in there. I don't know, but it wouldn't surprise me if there is one. But Fort Lauderdale was not at a Gaylord. It was at the convention center over in Fort Lauderdale. Let's backtrack a little bit and talk about Fort Lauderdale and what happened over there. The boss came, stole a card. They got the card back. I got called stinky for some reason. I don't know why I got involved, but that's not happened. So, but they took over the live stage. Powder handled that while I tried to escape. There were so many events happening in Fort Lauderdale. Kat, what are your top 3 moments of Card Party Fort Lauderdale?
Oh my gosh, there were so many. So one that you had mentioned was like the whole boss takeover thing. I thought that was done so incredibly well.
Okay.
And it was like such a surprise to pretty much everybody there. I think there was only obviously, the boss and all of them were in on it. But as far as everybody else, it was like a surprise to all of us too. So it was so cool to just sit and watch it all happen. And I do have all of that on our highlight reel for Fort Lauderdale as well, if everybody wants to check it out and see what exactly happened. But yeah, they took over the stage. They took that trophy card, the one of one. They even had like their little boss headquarters like on the floor, so you could go by and watch like a bunch of the grunts going back and forth, like putting the different little like Pokemon plushies in like in cages and all of that. So like they were really committed to the bit. So that was so fun to see. Another one that was, I'm sorry, what was that?
The Mr. Mime too. What is he a Pokemon on the team, or is he just like does it think it's human and is just part of the team?
Mr. Mime is kind of like a wild subject to begin with, just because the whole Ash's dad thing. So like that's an area that I don't want to touch personally. I don't think I'm qualified to answer that question.
I don't think any of us are. But yeah, we had all the grunts. What was the second thing you were excited to talk about?
Oh yes, so it was actually like this one little moment that Marie and I had. So they had like the way that the convention center was set up, that they had like a room for like the creators to just like decompress and make everything that they wanted to make, and it was overlooking the entire convention. So it was super cool, or the convention floor. So it was super cool to see like all the different booths that you wanted to go to, but it made it very interesting for like the interactions. So Marie was up at the top looking down at everybody, and she saw me just standing there like in the center. I believe I was talking to somebody, and she just sends me a picture of myself being like, I'm watching you. And I was like, holy cow, this is scary. Like, this is very intimidating. But it was like super funny, and it was just like something that we laughed about like a bunch like afterwards. So that was fun. And then probably my third thing was, so one thing that I started doing a lot, I think it was since San Diego, I started making these little badge ribbons to hand out to people. and they became such like a big hit where like people were coming up and asking me for them, and I made one that was like Team Rocket themed with like Meowth and everything, and it just like fit in so perfectly. So seeing everybody's reactions to that was probably like one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, there were so many things happening. We celebrated multiple birthdays, not just mine, not just Pokec's, but multiple guests had their birthdays celebrating at Card Party, which is wild to me because when I was 10, I didn't think of, oh, let me have my birthday celebration at a card party or a convention of anything like that. So it's really cool to see the community that Pat is building where 10-year-olds are like, that's what I want for my birthday party. We have so many things to go on. There was the live stage. We had Nate Marie on there again. Super Duper Danny was there. We had Kiki was on there for the first time. He got a mobile live stream, so that was fun. We had prom photos. The live stage was an incredible. Yeah, we did prom photos on the live stage this year. We did the, yeah, we did the one where the whole group is just holding each other from the like a train almost. I picked up Powder like he's my little princess because he is. Maybe that's why he'll keep his job because he's my little princess. That's all on camera, so you guys can go back and rewatch those moments and memories from the live stage, from the boss takeover, from the cards that were added to the binder that was given away to one of you, which is going to happen again in Dallas. You guys love that so much. It makes it feel like you are actually there. All the feature creators that come up on stage sign it. The main hosts will throw cards into the binder just in case there's not any crazy hits from the packs we open over the weekend. And then, of course, we open packs and we throw the hits in the binder. It's such an incredible thing to do with that binder, and it's so fun. And I can't wait to see the Dallas Voltex colors. San Diego was a nice yellow and orange. Fort Lauderdale was that blue and white. In Dallas, I don't know yet because I haven't seen it myself. What prediction do you have for the card party Voltex binder, Cat? What two colors do you think it's going to be?
Ooh, I'm thinking. So, a lot of people probably aren't going to like this color combination, but I really do like these colors. I'm thinking like a brown and a white, or like a yellow, a brown and a yellow. I'm a big fan of the browns, and I realize not many people are. But
I'm not going to disagree with that because my thought was a brown and orange, or maybe a brown and yellow.
Brown and cream colors were my prediction.
Brown and cream, that's also a good one from the Man in the Dark Room. Chris is saying brown and cream, brown and yellow, and brown and white. I think those are three solid.
With a gold zipper.
You're a gold zipper.
Ooh, a gold zipper would be nice.
See, what I think would be interesting, instead of like the regular zipper, they have like an extra large one, so it dangles or it makes a noise like it would for cowboy boots.
Like a spur?
Yeah, the accessories on the spurs.
That would be cool. I mean, you could do that by adding your own like binder charms onto it too. The zippers are like loose enough where you can just like clip something onto there. Yeah. But like having it integrated, that would be super cool.
Yeah, Voltex, are you listening? We want these royalties for these binder zipper accessories that you're going to start making because of this.
1%.
yeah, exactly.
1%. Hey, 1%. I'll take it. That's easy.
With how many features that they have, like, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. We have some questions in the chat from the chat. We have one from Axe Hawk. I'm desperately trying to plan a trip to Dallas. Might be able to go one day. Would we still be able to purchase a meet and greet ticket? Well, I have some great news for you, Axe Hawk. If you go for one day, you can go to the meet and greets that are happening that day. And if you run into any of the creators that aren't having meet and greets that day, you can still walk up to them, say hello, and get autographs if you want. All the meet and greets are free. You don't have to buy an extra ticket for the meet and greets. Unless you have a gold pass. I don't even think that. I think that was just an elite pass, and we don't have that anymore, where they had their own special meet and greet time. Dan or Chris, correct me if I'm wrong on that. I think that was an elite thing, but that's no longer that anymore. All
so
the
they kind of
elite.
changed
I believe you're
the
correct.
golds as well. So they like meshed a lot of the elite perks into the gold membership, so that like makes the gold tier a little bit better. There are some creators that do have designated like meet and greet times for the gold passes. So that is like a guaranteed way to meet specific people. But I know I see it all the time, people asking about like Pat, you know, like, oh, I like, because they're going to card party to meet Pat. He is walking around, and he is one of those people that he is on a very tight time schedule. So he is one of those people that has the gold meet and greet times. But one little sneaky tip I can give is that make sure that you're hanging around like on the outside of the main stage area after the main stage show concludes, because sometimes you can maybe see and spot him around. So if you weren't able to get a gold pass, that is maybe one possible time you can meet him.
Yeah, he's getting such a better hang and situation awareness for card party that it's not like the first and second one where he was like, what am I doing with my life right now? He is definitely getting a lot better, and things are running smoother with the team that he's built, that he actually gets out on the floor now. So there is a lot more opportunities to meet Pat for his impromptu meet and greets, because that's what they essentially turn into as soon as he hits the floor. But he does have a person to be like, okay, unfortunately we got to end the line because he has to get to this spot now. So just be aware of that. But Kat, that is an amazing call. The main stage shows is probably your best opportunities to catch Pat, especially if you only have that 1 day ticket.
Yes.
They're talking about the temperature in Texas right now. It's 110 or 102 in Dallas. Oh my God. Oh, I guess I'm not going to Dallas anymore. I don't want to melt. Sounds like
well, it's inside the Gaylord the whole time. So if you stay there, you don't actually have to be outside.
Unlike, Florida, Fort Lauderdale was like, okay, I got to cross the street. I don't want to.
It was awful.
It was disgusting.
I think I left like immediately going outside because I have very fine hair. I'm like, I just immediately frizzed up. I was like, oh no. And then I wear glasses too to like see further than 3 feet in front of me. So like immediately stepping outside from the air conditioning, it was just like all fogged. It's like, oh no, this is bad. Indomitable
Leo says, excited for the get together. Got a large group going all weekend. My girls and I can't wait. We're counting down to Dallas. Hey, welcome, because that's what we're doing today. We're going to be giving you some tips and tricks and some do's and don'ts throughout the stream. And we're going to be answering some questions along the way. Speaking of those do's and don'ts, Kat, I know this is your favorite part. What are your 3 do's for Card Party Dallas?
My 3 do's. Because it's going to be so hot, do make sure that you stay hydrated. Like that is taking care of yourself and your body is like the most important thing. So make sure that you are hydrated and that you are fed. Those are, I'll count that as one. Do make sure that you are setting yourself up for success. So if you are looking for like different cards or something, make sure that you bring a list, or whether that's a handwritten list. I like writing stuff down, so that's how I usually do things. But whether that's in a list or in your preferred app of choice, like your Rare Candy app or whatever, make sure that you have that there. And then do make sure that you're taking a bunch of pictures. I know it's
I'm terrible at it.
I know, me too. You get like really caught up in the moment, and then you look back and you're like, oh my gosh, like what, like this whole weekend passed and I only have like this one picture of a card where I asked my friend if they like wanted this, like, and that's not even like a fun memory. But yes, make sure that you're taking a lot of pictures.
Yes. Gonzo, everyone bring deodorant. Yes, please. That's definitely a do that we unfortunately do have to talk about every time. Is personal hygiene is incredible, especially in places like Florida and Dallas where it's humid and hot. be courteous of other people, and that does include your smell. There is other things to the chat where the timeline. I saw a question about the timeline that will be posted on the Instagram page and on the website once everything starts getting down and locked in. And speaking of the website and the Gaylord, don't forget to book your hotel through our website. You get a better room rate than if you did through the Gaylord itself. So book your hotel through the Gaylord through that link. Buy your tickets there. You can also start buying your tickets for a card party in 2027 for San Diego, Orlando, and Nashville. But first, let's stick to Dallas and book that hotel through the Gaylord. Kat, what's your biggest reason why you're staying at the Gaylord?
Oh man, besides like my whole glasses debacle. Honestly, like it makes such a big difference being able to just like go up to your room whenever whenever you feel like you need to. So I am a big like merchandise collector, and I collect a lot of plushies and stuff like that. And while they're like super cute and super fun, I don't like carrying those around with me like the whole entire time. And with with Card Party, a lot of these booths only have like, you know, they only make like a certain amount of these plush, or they only bring a certain amount, and like I don't want to lose out on getting like this one pickup that I really wanted just because I didn't want to carry it around. So being able to bring it up to my room, or even being able to like not carry my trade binder around with me the whole time is like a huge win. Like I'm an old person now. Like I need to save my back. So like having like my binder in my backpack the whole time is it's very exhausting. It like it weighs you down, and it's unneeded stress. So that's probably some of my biggest perks about like actually like staying there. There's a lot of them, but that's probably like the top one.
Yeah, we have Anna Spree. She's here. Congratulations again. We had an amazing moment at Card Party with Anna and her husband Trainer Spree, who's one of the feature creators. Luckily, we had a spot to fill due to some last minute cancellations of a feature creator, and Anna got on stage, the main stage, to play a game with her husband, and we were able to do something special for him. And Anna announced that she is pregnant with their second child. Congratulations, Anna and Trainer Spree. You guys you guys already are wonderful parents, but now it's just gonna be double the work because oh my god, the second child is a handful. Anyone with kids can tell you that. Congratulations to you guys. That there's always something going on. There's an engagement, a proposal, and now a pregnancy announcement. So sooner or later, we're going to have a gender reveal, and it's too early for Anna, but that's going to be an insane gender reveal at a card party.
Yes, and it was so cool. I love it when they do things like that, because you can see like the genuine reactions of like the surprise on everybody's faces too. Like Trainer Spree's reaction when he like pieced two and two together that it wasn't just the game. It was like so cool. It was so fun to see.
Yeah, it was so funny because I didn't know that's why she was on the. For you guys who don't know, I am starting to get a little more involved with the card party stuff. I help build the teams, and I help set up the teams for the games on the main stage. So when I saw that she was added, even I was like, hey, what is this? And then Dan and Pat were like, oh yeah, this is what's happening. They're going to do a pregnancy announcement. I'm like, huh? And they're like, I know you're excited. Don't tell Spree. I'm like, of course not. That's stupid. I want to see. Yeah, but like, no joke. Like 10 minutes later, we went to the hotel lobby to gather some friends up to go get dinner, and I saw these two sitting in the lobby with other people, and I looked straight at her, and she just goes, shh. And I was like, yeah, duh. And Spree had no idea what I was talking about because he was so involved with the trade he was going on. But like, it's so exciting seeing things happen with my friends. And that's such an incredible moment where like I didn't even say anything, I didn't make a face, I just looked at her and she was like, I know you shut your dirty mouth. I was like,
You
I'm
were
good
actually very good at
secrets.
keeping it a secret, I will say.
I'm great at keeping secrets. Dan and Pat are
Sometimes.
not good at it. Well, it depends on the secret, because if it's something I can make myself laugh with and it's not going to hurt anybody or anything, I'm telling everybody and my mother. And my mother doesn't know. Like, here's a secret. Powder's fired. He doesn't know that yet. It's supposed to be a secret, but good. Powder beat me. He only beat me twice, for the record. He's lost every single card party except 2. Okay? I've lost
Honestly,
every single card
The
party.
ones that matter.
Yeah, the ones that matter.
Where he ditched me.
The craziest thing is, like, every single time that one of these things happens, it's always, like, in the most, like, craziest way. So,
It's always
the whole entire weekend, like, both teams are, like, taking this so seriously, and it's so cool to witness, like, especially in person when you're there. Because, like, you see the crowd cheering, like, when, like, for each of their individual teams, the red team versus the blue team, and, it's always, like, the most insane situation that you wouldn't think is possible to pull like the winning team ahead. It's like
what makes
actually
me so
crazy.
mad about every time we've lost. I want to say maybe 4 out of the 7 at this point of the card parties. My team has always been in the lead. Me and Marie are always like, "Yeah, we got this. It's in the bag." And then 3 pack battles later, we're both just sitting there like, "This is nonsense." Nate and Powder cheated somehow. We know they did. We just got to prove it. And this was a perfect example of that. We were winning by like 1,200 points at one point, and then we lost. Seattle, don't get me started on Seattle. We lost by 1 point. We were ahead by at least, by a lot. I think that was the largest gap we've ever had, and we lost by 1 point. I have never been so mad in my life. Unfortunately,
oh my gosh, and then the last one, that one guy that went up for his mom, and then he was on like the opposite team. And
oh yeah,
was just
we
like,
still would have.
no!
Don't get me wrong, we still would have lost, but it was only because it was 50 points. Went to the red team. 50 points.
It was 25.
Oh,
Yeah,
25.
I think
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was 50 points he won in total. Maybe that's why I was like, but we still lost by more than 25 points, so it's not like it mattered. But
Which
that's
made it okay. That was the only reason why I was like, all right,
all right.
we'll allow it.
Well, yeah, you're still a jerk, young child who played for his mother. But no, that's the fun part. The teams get so involved, especially the creators. But there's some unfortunate news for this one. We don't know. I think since Alex did not attend Car Party Fort Lauderdale because he was in San Diego Comic-Con, he was the only forever winner.
Talk about a traitor.
Alex was the only forever winner. Danny Phantom was the only forever loser leaving San Diego. Danny is still the only forever loser after Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, no.
So Danny, unfortunately, might be the bad luck charm. But I don't care. He's going to stick on my team forever until he gets a win with me. San Diego, there was a shift change on the teams, and that's why he left me. But that didn't hurt as bad as when Powder left me. Because it wasn't... Powder left me on purpose. Danny, that wasn't his call. So
Danny
I don't
is
feel...
just in very unfortunate situations. That's
Yes.
gonna be that's gonna be my new card party goal, is to get
is to
Danny
get
the win.
Danny to win. Yes, I'm gonna rig. I gotta rig I'm rigging the teams. If we
Don't
win,
tell him that.
That's your next T-shirt, Gonzo.
that's my next T-shirt. Is Gonzo
A campaign
rigs the
for
teams.
winning.
Yeah, Gonzo's. What creator will be on the T-shirt in Dallas? I can tell you that. It is going to be Finn Doodles. She already knows. She's on the shirt. And this is the first time I'm bringing 2 shirts to a card party, and the second shirt is Pokesees. So it's another. There's always been. I've always said the shirts are going to be a 1 of 1. But they've always. I always changed the rules because there's always a better idea that's evolving. Like this one with Brit Day Cake. It was going to be a 1 of 1, but then Powder, I hate to give him his flowers, but he does deserve it. we were texting one night, and he's like, "You know, it'd be funny if everyone was wearing the shirt except her." So myself, Powder, Scott, and Denarion were all wearing that shirt. And that reveal you could see again on the live stage, the mobile live stage, because that was hilarious. We got her good. Normally, I do a grand reveal of the shirt, something just like odd. I take off another shirt, I take off a sweater. There's always a reveal of the shirt. This one, I woke up in the morning, I put it on, I went downstairs, and that was it. And she thought that was it. She didn't get a special reveal. She was kind of bummed out. But then during the live stage, the other guys and Denarion came on, and they did the grand reveal, and that broke her. So
Oh my God.
this is going to be so good. I'm so excited for Dallas because this is the first time I'm bringing 2 shirts to
Ooh, you know what
Card
would be
Party.
super fun is that if Powder ever gets his job back, if having every single guest go on like
with
so,
a different
like,
Powder shirt.
yeah, that would be like hilarious.
Well, you got your job back. Here you go.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. So yeah, if he gets hired on again before Dallas happens, maybe I'll bring 3 shirts, and I'll just have to rotate all of them, or just put all 3 of them on one shirt, so I don't have to keep switching them out. But yeah, Gonzo doing Gonzo things. Can't wait to see them on the live stream. It's going to be so fun. If I got my profile picture, will be on a shirt, but doubt I'll be able to go. Yeah, you guys can always make your own t-shirts. People are doing it all the time now. There's nothing wrong with that. Gonzo already answered that one. Polka Breevy, speaking of the grunts and the boss, my 2 favorites. Can't wait for Dallas. Breevy, this is, you can tell Caesar he's getting a shirt. He already knows, but he's getting one, and it's going to be so good. I already found 4 potential photos for it. I just have to edit them, and they're going to be so good. I might make that one into merch and sell them at Card Party. Like, that one's going to be a good one.
That would be so funny.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, that would be so cool if you did that and then you just see, like, a whole sea of people, like, throughout the weekend, just, like, slowly, like, wearing that shirt, like, all on the same day. Because you see that with, like, the Card Party merch is, like, people will buy it on, like, either, like, Friday or early on in the week, and then you just see, like, more Card Party merch, like, emerging throughout, like, the sea of people throughout the weekend.
Yeah. I can potentially see some of his grunts wearing this shirt. Not even for the memes or for the content, just because it's going to be funny. Powder doesn't need his job back. He has a video on his channel with meeting with Pokesees, aka the boss, trying to make a deal. Yeah, he's a dirtbag. Powder's a dirtbag. I hate you, Powder. So he's there. He's not going to get his
into a
job.
whole Powder hate stream.
Yeah. Almost said a bad word. Powder, you suck. I hate you. I hope you get fired. Who's Powder? See, Javi gets it. Powder, I heard he did a good job on Friday with Dante Dragonite, but I don't give the flowers to Powder for that one. Dante definitely carried the stream. I've met both of them. It's all
Powder was
Dante's fault.
really gunning for that job. He did a good job.
Yeah. Anyone know when the main stage footage from Florida releases? I want to show it to my friends who weren't there. Kat and Chris can actually answer that question. We'll start with Kat because she already has some of it posted.
Yes. So, most of the boss takeover stuff you can find in our Instagram highlight reels. That might be the only place where like the main stage stuff shows up. I know Chris does like a lot of the games, but as like one-off individuals. I don't know if you want to expand on that, Chris.
Never. No.
No. Okay.
So, no, the stage stuff will go out soonish once I receive it. I've actually not received it. So I don't have anything for it yet. But what I will be working on also is like a behind the scenes making of the scripted boss takeover event. Sorry, spoiler alert, it was scripted. And we did an entire table read. We did a whole rehearsal over the course of 3 days. It It was really fun, really cool. I documented as much as I possibly could. So there will be something like that coming, hopefully soonish. It might be after Dallas because I'm still working on all the card party stuff from San Diego. We're doing 3 events this year. It's starting to pile up. So stay tuned.
Yep.
Stay tuned.
Yes, we have a question from Jamie. Gonzo, who's going to replace Denarion on the live stage since she can't make it to Dallas? That is still up in the air. We are, myself, the other live stage hosts, Kat, Chris, Pat, Dan, and some others who are the big decision makers. I just get an opinion. I don't get a vote. We are discussing what other feature creator we can bring on temporarily for Dallas to make sure we can save a spot for Danny because she does such a great job. We want to keep her around. But yes, unfortunately, she can't make it to Dallas. She has other plans that she has to do with family. But she's going to be in San Diego. So if you guys want your passes for San Diego, Nashville, or Orlando, go to card.party/2027 to start getting those tickets now. I do believe San Diego might be the only one to purchase yet. But I think San Diego is the only one up for purchase on the actual website. But if you go to card.party/2027, the dates are there for the other 2 locations. Speaking of the website, Chris, roll that beautiful bean footage of Dallas so we can make sure people know that they need to book that hotel for the Gaylord because it is so crazy looking. Kevin did tell us there is no roller coaster, so that's a shame. But there's it's probably another water park just like in San Diego. It looks incredible. It looks massive. It looks I don't know how to put it, but you're gonna have to see for yourself.
Coming right up, boss.
This is unironically like one of my favorite videos. It's so well done and like it just gets you
even
excited.
Yeah, we haven't even seen it. We haven't been there yet ourselves. This is gonna be so good.
Coming in hot right now.
Card Party is a place where moments are made, friendships are forged, and every corner is filled with that camp-like magic. In 2026, we're bringing all of that heart to a place where everything is bigger.
Welcome to Card Party Dallas!
Join us at the massive Gaylord Texan Resort and Convention Center, just a stone's throw from DFW Airport.
You are here. Maybe you will be here in this giant space where Card Party is going to be. We have the convention center here. We have multiple restaurants, arcade, water park. Look at that. There's even a Pokemon gym and a bunch of stops here too. It's like meant to be. Absolute massive sports bar here. Such a cool place. The vibe here is kind of like a cruise ship. You get hungry, you just go to the marketplace, come back to the expo hall, and then come watch a show in the evening, have a great time. Everything is here except for you. So I know it looks like we're outside, but we're actually inside of this giant atrium, and it's actually air conditioned. It feels really good in here. Magikarp. Imagine this, at night, people around here sitting, hanging out, having a good time, trading cards. It's not Miltank, but his name is Hank. It's Milt Hank.
Mark your calendars for Labor Day weekend, Friday through Sunday, September 4th to 6th, 2026.
So yeah, Card Party 2026 right here in Dallas at the Gaylord Texan. We're gonna have a great time. Everything you need all in one spot, and all that's missing is you. Get your tickets now while you can at the earliest bird price possible, and I'll see you here.
Oop, Gonzo here.
Hey, sorry, my bad.
You're muted.
My bad.
Chris is now fired. Am I back?
Oopsie, oopsie,
Yeah,
oopsie,
you're no
oopsie.
longer silenced.
Okay. Chris is no longer fired. He's hired again. That is incredible. That's all indoors. That whole space that Pat was in was indoors. It's air conditioned. It's going to be great. Kevin, who's been to the steakhouse, is saying it's great. Dan says, I might know a guy who made this. I'm assuming it's either him or Chris. It was Dan. It looks so good. It was Dan. That looks so good. That was the first time I've seen that highlight reel in that teaser for the Card Party Dallas Gaylord. It looks huge. Dan is in chat. Dan, how much bigger is it than San Diego? Because San Diego is already big enough as it is. So that has to be huge, right? Hank should be on Card Party. Yeah.
It holds a Hank. Like, it has to be huge. Like, Hank's right
Yeah.
there.
Hank is a big Mill Hank. I love how Dan edited it and still kept that in when he was like Mill Hank, and you can hear Dan go, "No, no, no."
It's
That
the
well, at
editor's
least that's what
cut.
it sounds like to me. Yeah, he says it's much bigger and wider than San Diego. Dan also did say creators will be announced on the website over the next coming days and weeks. So keep up to date on the Card Party Instagram page, because the person who runs that, so they don't get fired, they're going to be updating the links and the websites just for you guys, because they don't want to end up
Yeah.
like Powder.
Yeah, we can't keep firing everybody. That's not sustainable.
Well, hold on.
We're not Caesar.
Yeah,
I'm not
right.
just saying that so that I keep my job, but
Yeah, Steven, one of the grunts, got fired at least 7 times over the 3 days of Card Party.
Each day
I mean,
on
to be fair, he
stage.
keeps
Yeah.
fired back, so like he's doing something right.
Yeah,
A lot of things
you're not
are
wrong.
but
Yeah, much bigger, much wider. It's massive. Dan the Man, really hoping to see a Team Rocket Returns bit or some point of future Card Party events next year, says Artemis. That would be extremely fun. Maybe Powder, that's how Powder gets his job back. He infiltrates Team Rocket for us. He has to earn it, yeah. Fun fact, that was shot after we had lunch at the Son of a Butcher in the Umbreon video, says Kevin. Kevin was some behind the scenes with Kevin. So excited to see everyone there in DFW. You can have a Whale Lord in there. Yes, you can. So much room for activity, says Infern Kev. Oh no, Javi says that. Can't wait to meet the ALB trading in Dallas. Yeah, there's always going to be other creators there at Card Party that you can always come and see. Who knows? Sometimes you might end up in a Pokahavi situation when a last minute cancellation happens. And well, here's some behind the scenes for you guys. Myself, Pokahavi, Creddy Films, Chris Pye, Trevizard, producer Dan, and Chris and Sarah, Chris Pye's girlfriend. And then man behind in the dark room, Chris, went to go eat breakfast one day. Javi is sitting there with us. We're all eating, and he looks up at Trev and goes, "Oh my God." And he shows him a screen that says, from Pat, says, "Hey, in Dallas, would you like to be a featured creator?" And that's incredible because, of course, Javi said yes. Who wouldn't say that yes? But due to a last-minute cancellation, Javi got promoted from attendee to featured creator in Fort Lauderdale. I'm not saying that's going to happen at every show, but you never know what's going to happen for your featured creator status. So if you guys go, who knows, you might be called up to the main roster one day just because there's that last minute cancellation. And Pokahavi did a great job as his first time being a featured creator, playing the games, meeting people, and talking to everybody. That video is part of the Umbreon lore, says producer Dan. So yeah, there's always stuff to do there. Maybe Pokahavi will be on the countdown stream heading up to Dallas one day to talk about his experiences. Kat, we're going to go back to Fort Lauderdale since we're talking about Javi. What is a story that you're going to pass down to the newer people who think they're on the edge of coming to Card Party but never really pulled the trigger? What story are you going to tell them to make them go to Card.Party and purchase that ticket for an event coming up in their area?
So, what my mind immediately goes to is that, like, I have met some of my best friends because of Card Party. When I had first started going, I had, like, dived a little bit into content creation, not entirely too much. I was mostly just, like, looking for a way that I could connect with, like, connect with a bunch of people. And, like, the first one I went to was in Florida, so it's like, okay, Florida's not that far for me, I can go there. And it was the best decision I had ever made in my life. It brought me my best friends. It brought me such, like, a big community, and it opened me. I was a very, like, shy, or I still kind of am, like, a little shy, introverted person that, like, I don't like being the loudest person in the room. So having a space where people were genuinely interested into like what you had to say, what you were collecting. They wanted to hear like how, like what you know, and like how you were doing things, and just like learning about you as a person really like made an impact on somebody like me, who was very like much more reserved. So I'd say if like you're on the fence about it, definitely do it. It's a little scary and intimidating at first, just because like, you know, it's out of your comfort zone, and you don't know like you don't know what to expect if this is your first one. But it genuinely changed my life, and I cannot talk like any highlier than like I already do of Card Party, because it's genuinely like the best experience you could do.
Yeah, and that is an experience we hear time and time again, especially from what Kat said, new content creators, people who are just starting out. That is a great space to learn content creation, behind the scenes stories with Pat and the team. And then producer Dan puts on a masterclass panel on storytelling for YouTube. And if you pay attention to what he's saying, he uses the examples he uses because that what has worked for him and Pat in the past, and right now what's working for them. But you can use everything he is saying outside of Pokemon content creation if you decide to pivot later down the line from Pokemon to daily vlogging or just anything in general. The panel is about storytelling, not about Pokemon. So I highly, highly recommend going to those panels. I go to them every time I get the chance and I get the downtime, because I love to listen to Dan speak about a passion that he has, and it's so good.
Oh yeah, Dan is like the smartest person I've ever met in my life. Like that man has so much knowledge in him, and especially like being able to hear Pat's been on a couple of them as well, so being able to hear from like Pat's mind and like how he's trying to think of it as well has been like absolutely incredible. And one thing to mention though about those is that those only live like there at Card Party Live. Those aren't like recorded and put out anywhere, so you can only watch those live and in person there.
Yes, and of course there's going to be a Q&A at the end of every panel, so if there's something you don't think he touched on, you can always ask him. Dan is a very much an open book. The panels are so good. They're going to be where they're located is on the main stage during the event hours. So I think Dan's his was on Saturday at like 2 p.m. So they're going to be, there's other panels throughout the event, and again, those timelines and time schedules will come out closer to the actual event. So keep an eye out for all of that. Producer Dan giving us the thank you emojis, because they call them prayer. People call them praying hands, but I'm pretty sure those are high fives. Are they not?
I use them as like a thank you as well, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
I know a lot of people use them as thank yous too. Like, we're giving them their praise, so it's so good. Yeah, so definitely check out that masterclass that he puts on for YouTube storytelling. Like Kat said, you can always talk to the other creators while you're there. My biggest piece of advice for you, for the people who want to make content with creators and fans and other people there, the vendors, they are aware. Well, even when you buy your ticket, it does say, hey, you're going to be on camera. There's content creators there. There's always something going on. But if you want someone specific in your video, the vendors, be respectful to them. Let them know, ease up to it. Don't go running into it and like, hey, I'm looking for this card. This is what's going on. They are going to be aware of the cameras, the microphones, and all that stuff. But for content creators, for attendees, and people who are just walking the floor, do not just run up to them. Do not just start asking questions. Ask permission if they have the time, especially for feature creators, because sometimes we do have to be at a specific spot at a specific time. So please be respectful. Ask them if they have permission, or if you have the time to make a video with them, because sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. I can use myself as an example. If you want to record it with me, I'll be happy to. But if I don't have that time, I will make sure you have a designated spot to meet me and a specific time to meet me so we can make that video, because we want to make sure everyone is feeling respected and heard. So please treat everyone with respect. Just because everyone there is a content creator doesn't mean they want to make content at that exact moment. You can film, you can record, you can take pictures, you can even tag Card Party and the people you work with, but let's keep that respectful. Kat, what are some supplies you recommend the new content creators bring if they want to make content at Card Party?
Ooh, for creators? I
Yeah.
was immediately gonna say Sharpies. So, I mean, if you're a creator, you still bring Sharpies. You never know.
Still bring Sharpies, yes.
Definitely, probably a good idea on what kind of setup you want. So a lot of the holdback for creating content is just like thinking of how you want this like video to look, or how you want things laid out in a specific way. Test some different things before going, so that way, like, if you do catch like another creator that you want to do a video with, or you want to collab, you're not like spending a lot of time like trying to set something up and trying to figure something out that way, so that you already know like in your head, like, okay, I want this person like this far away from me for doing like a pack battle or whatever. Or if you don't want to show your faces, like how you want like the camera like down at your hands, or things like that. Go into it thinking of a very like a way that you want this like set up and organized. Definitely also bring a lot of portable, no, maybe not a lot, but make sure your portable charger is like, fully charged, because you are using like a lot of your phones and different devices. Like those things will drain out a battery very quickly. So bring some sort of portable charger, some way to make sure that, you're not starting to record something when you have 1% battery life left, and then there goes your video. And then just bring like a good attitude. Like there's a lot of there's a lot of like opportunity to interact with people for the first time there, and you don't want to be like in a sour mood the first time that you meet somebody. So bringing like a positive mindset and being like open-minded to, because maybe somebody that you asked to do a video with is maybe uncomfortable with what you asked. So if you one thing that comes to mind is like Denarion does the what sound does this Pokemon make? If you're like uncomfortable making like a noise like that, knowing like how it's going to be used, like make sure that you like say it, and that you don't take offense to it, because it's like and I know that she absolutely does not take like any offense to like if somebody says no. It's very like you might feel uncomfortable in your own way about it, just because you're like, oh, I've never I'm embarrassed or whatever. But like make sure that you're going into everything like with an open mind and being willing to I'm rambling at this point, but yes.
No, it does
take an
make
open
sense.
mind.
Yeah, just because they say no doesn't mean it's the end of the world. Denarion is, again, another perfect example of saying no, but hey, like, maybe you don't want to make that weird noise, but she does other videos. You can always ask her, like, hey, I don't really want to do that one. It's kind of, I would feel like I would be really embarrassed by myself. Can I do this style of video that I've seen you do in the past? Maybe they're doing that. So it's always good to say no, but just don't straight up say no and walk away. You can always say no, but I like this idea, or if you want, I'm willing to do this. Or you can always ask them, no, I'm not really comfortable doing that, but if you're comfortable doing this for my channel, maybe that's a way you can get them to record something for you. And speaking of goats and making content daily
It's the man
and short form
himself.
content, Alex can't catch them. Says, holy smokes, it's the goats, not a ramble. All that makes perfect sense, says Alex. Yeah, especially for the newer content creators, and that's who we're talking to at the moment. It's okay to say no to people, but always have that open mind, and maybe something that you thought was going to be embarrassing is something that you actually had a lot of fun doing, and people online had a really good reaction of it. Alex says, hey everyone, who am I seeing in Dallas? So bummed I miss Florida. We are also bummed you miss Florida, Alex, but we're happy to see you coming to Dallas. I got to make sure you're on my team, though, with Danny, because as the last forever winner, I got to pair you up with the last forever loser and see which one's the good luck charm and which one's the bad luck charm. Alex, thank you for coming in. Everybody say hi, Alex. Hoping to see you in Dallas. If you're a new creator, definitely come. Bring that setup. You don't need an Osmo. You don't need a Canon DJI. You don't need a point and shoot camera. Your phone will be just fine. There's microphones you can get on Amazon fairly cheap to make sure that your audio sounds good. Because if your audio sounds good, your video will be just fine. You don't have to have the greatest audio software or anything like that. Just get ready to have that good. The good attitude is the best thing anyone can have. Miss you both so much. Can't wait to see everyone.
Do you want to hear like a little like behind the scenes thing? So in a lot of Nate's videos, he's actually shooting it with his iPhone. So like you don't need anything crazy. Like he just uses his phone for a lot of like the going through Target, going through Walmart, and like all of those things. So don't let not having the latest and greatest tech stop you from making something.
All of my videos that I do for my community binder is all shot on my old iPhone 15. So it doesn't even have to be the most current iPhone. I use my iPhone 15, this one. I use this old brick to make my content with, and all I do is I attach it to this DJI microphone setup, and it's all good.
I only just upgraded. I was using the iPhone 12 for years.
If it works,
and
it works.
That's the man behind the scenes too.
He's the camera guy. If he could, he would shoot content with a Polaroid. Spoiler alert, he does.
I do.
There's always so many different ways to create content there. There's the artist alley. There's the people like Chris who's doing photography. But let's talk about the attendees this time. We talked about what the creator should bring. Now I'm going to talk about what attendees should bring. Besides deodorant, we know that, and the personal hygiene stuff. Bring some hand sanitizer, some Sharpies. If you want to bring acrylic markers, you can. Most of us just use Sharpies because they're so much easier to replace once they're stolen, because they're going to get stolen or just misplaced. We use them so much. And because the way that the Voltex binders are, the Sharpies get messed up a lot easier, so I toss them very quickly. I saw this piece of advice in the chat earlier, and producer Dan does it. Laundry sheets that go in your shoes. I don't know if he wears them with the laundry sheets in them or if he puts the laundry sheets in them when he's sleeping, but laundry sheets are good. Bring your binders, your trade binders, backpack, water. Oh my God, I can't stress enough how much you need to bring water. Bring cash. Cash is always going to be king at these shows. You can bring Venmo, you can bring PayPal, but depending on what city or how the building is, you might lose service, so those aren't always as reliable. Plus, if you have cash, it's a better negotiation tactic to use to get the price you're looking for. That's what I would suggest to bring as a attendee for Card Party. The Alex Ketchum says the best camera is the one you already have. I 100% agree with that. I love you guys. I'm going to figure out what I'm posting tonight. See, Alex has to go get his phone and post.
This is real time.
This is real time. Yeah, my favorite video Alex has done I wouldn't say recently anymore because it's been over a year, but it's the one in Tampa where he was stressing because he's like, I need to get this video out. I don't know when. So he just went to a Target and pretended that he was filming himself with an ice cream cone in his hand and had nothing to do about opening packs or Pokemon or collecting in general. It was just having fun with the skit. So if you guys are doing that daily content, remember, it doesn't always need to be packs. It could just be whatever you find funny, you find entertaining, or just a message you think should be put out. That's going to be a lot of fun. I had a 10 of Sharpies. Walmart is your friend. Walmart, Staples, Office Depot. I get the 24 pack of black Sharpies, and it goes great.
Yes, Amazon also does deliver to hotels, but you have to make sure that you know, like, that whatever account that you order it from is the one with the room, because if they realize that the person that ordered is not staying there, then they just send it right back. So just make sure that if you order
I did not know that.
the hotel,
yeah.
Especially with it being a convention center hotel, they're always getting like a bunch of deliveries and stuff like that. So just make sure that the name match.
Yeah. Or if you need something right away, you can always ask the front desk what method they would prefer to have something shipped to their hotel. I've used one hotel service where like, oh, you just ship it here to the front desk. You let the shipper know you're a guest here, and then the room number, and they'll drop it off at the front desk. Very similar to how food deliveries happen for hotels now. Professor Metry says, that's like Trevi's video yesterday. He opened up a foil wrapped hot dog, and that was my idea for Trevi, because he went to a concert, forgot his pack of Pokemon cards in the car at a friend's house because they carpooled. So I told him, dude, you can open up whatever. You go to the merch stand, go to the get some food, unwrap whatever they have. And he's like, that's a great idea. So that was my idea, Trevi. You're welcome. Opening up hot dogs. Okay. So Long Gorse 07 says, be careful. There's a lot of businesses in the big cities in Texas that are cashless now if anyone goes sightseeing. That's good to know. Thank you so much. So even if you need to bring cash for the show, make sure you leave enough cash in your account. So if you go out in town and you can still do things. I got a battery pack via DoorDash from Best Buy, says.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yes.
We DoorDashed iPhones for the Versus stage back in San Diego. We DoorDashed 4 of them.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, I remember you guys talking. That's so funny to me. There's always so much
anything nowadays.
You can DoorDash it. Yeah, you can DoorDash. What have I? When I was in the police academy in Georgia, we weren't allowed off-site because it was during the big the C-word days where most people don't talk about it anymore.
Yeah, we're not going to bring that up.
No, we delivered clothes, ribs, steak, beer, and like 4 other things that like just all together
all
at the same
time. All in one transaction?
Yeah, all in one transaction.
What the heck?
Yeah. I Amazon a camera battery in Seattle. Next day delivery to an Amazon locker, says Professor Metry. Amazon lockers are also a great option. But let's talk about the vendors now. We've talked about the attendees. We talked about creators. Kat, what is something you want the vendors to bring, or what you know they should bring to a card party?
All right. What every vendor should bring is little plushies for me, please. Plushies and stickers. I look specifically. Yeah, I look specifically for them. If you got stickers on your table, I will stop. But for like card vendors in general, I am a firm believer that stickering your inventory will get you like a lot more sales. Just because like the people that will be walking around the show floor are probably a bit more reserved, like people that like don't tend to like speak out like all too much, and that maybe are a little bit shy. So having like that visual, seeing like, okay, so this is what you are wanting for this card, like helps them understand and helps them feel more comfortable having a transaction with you. And stopping and just saying hi, just being like friendly to the people like coming to your table really does go a long way. There's been some cards that I've picked up just because I've liked the vibe of the person at the booth. I'm just like, you know what, like I can get this card at any table, but you have it here, and I like you, so I'm gonna pick this up with you. But yeah, and I also a lot of bindered cards do very well. So like,
Yes.
I know a lot of vendors like to bring like their highest inventory because it's like conversation starters or trying to get like those grails and stuff like that. There's gonna be like a lot of kids at this show just trying to like, you know, complete their master sets or find like Pokemon that they really liked. Like nothing super crazy. So making sure that you have an assortment of different valued items is probably like will set you up for the most success.
Yeah, absolutely. I think having binders of commons, uncommons, older EX and GX cards, something that most you would think a lot of collectors might look over, are not going to get looked over at Card Party because, like you said, there are families and kids that are out there to master set cards. And a lot of people are being inspired by our good friend Ian with Ian, who's collecting every single card of every single language. There's a lot of species collectors. There's a lot of artist collectors. So even though there's like Yukimori is probably the most well-known besides Mitsuhiro Rita artists that people are collecting the artist-specific cards because of their style. Even if they're not ARs, IRs, SARs, or alt arts, commons and uncommons are also very, very sought after at Card Party. So if you're a vendor, do not forget to bring those commons and uncommon cards that you may not work at other shows, because they will. I don't want to say will, because it all depends on you and your personality and how you want to interact with the crowd, but they do very well at Card Party. Another thing for vendors that I would say, if you did not buy through the Card Party website for your table and you got it through a third party, please make sure you stay up to date with communication with them so you know everything what's going on, because once they sell you that table, there's more information from Card Party that goes to them that they don't always pass down to you. So make sure you stay up to date with the person you bought it from. But I highly recommend you never go down that route. You buy the table yourself, because pretty soon there's going to be ID checks happening, just like the London Card Show that are happening. So please keep an eye out, protect yourself, protect your other vendors, and have fun at Card Party as a vendor, because if you have fun, we have fun. Without the vendors, Card Party would not be a real thing. So please look out for yourself.
I would like to chime in real quick and build upon something that Kat mentioned, if that's okay.
Of course.
I guess so.
Chiming in.
I guess
I'm
that's
chiming
all right.
in.
I'm chiming in.
Taking over.
I'm taking over.
I have the power and the technology. But no, I used to own a retail shop for, 5-6 years, toy and collectible shop. And I would go to events and vend at Comic-Cons and other types of events. So I think I have a little bit of insight into a little bit of pro tips when it comes to this. And that is, be approachable. When you're at your booth and you're set up, your body language is huge. That can make or break a customer walking up to your table. Even if they don't buy anything, they're at least there. And when they do come there, introduce yourself. Say hello. Don't be on your phone. And also, yes, definitely price your items. That was something that I didn't realize was a thing in the card world. No one prices everything. They just look it up when you're about to buy it. That can make and break a sale right there. In fact, I would buy stuff that was only priced. I don't want to sit there and wait for you to connect to the internet while you look up a price. Just price it ahead of time.
Yes.
It'll be super fast. But you can just make and break a sale just based on introducing yourself and also, one, pricing your stuff, but your body language is huge too. Stand there, talk to people, smile. That's my 2 cents. Back to you, Gonzo.
One of our great feature creators and vendors, Onk97, is Anna Vu. She is saying great signage will help bring everything to your table. So make sure you have the proper signage, because that does, eye-catching signage does bring people to your table. So on Vu, thank you so much for that. There's so much to talk about. There's so much to do, but we do want to save a little bit for the other guests. and another host, if that person somehow gets his job back, to let him talk about some stuff that you can anticipate for Card Party Dallas in the
Is
future.
that a
Card
spoiler?
Parties.
Did you just leak the next guest?
No, I leaked the next host.
Oh, okay.
Pat, we stage everything now. Shh. No.
Yeah, sorry.
Powder
I didn't see this note.
Yeah, Powder is still fired. He can't keep coming for my job like that. He's no longer welcome at Card Party. He's no longer welcome on the YouTube channel. I just deleted his whole contact from my phone. But
His whole channel is actually gone, by the way.
I'm going to do
anymore.
channel. Yeah. See, you get it now. Thank you, Kat, Chris, and everybody in chat. Chris, let's build that hype one more time to let people know they need to book their hotel through the Card Party website for the Gaylord Dallas. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Card Party is a place where moments are made, friendships are forged, and every corner is filled with that camp-like magic. In 2026, we're bringing all of that heart to a place where everything is bigger.
Welcome to Card Party Dallas.
Join us at the massive Gaylord Texan Resort and Convention Center, just a stone's throw from DFW Airport.
You are here. Maybe you will be here in this giant space where Card Party is going to be. We have the convention center here. We have multiple restaurants, arcade, water park. Look at that. There's even a Pokemon gym and a bunch of stops here too. It's like meant to be. Absolute massive sports bar here. Such a cool place. The vibe here, it's kind of like a cruise ship. You get hungry, you just go to the marketplace, come back to the expo hall, and then come watch a show in the evening, have a great time. Everything is here except for you. So I know it looks like we're outside, but we're actually inside of this giant atrium, and it's actually air conditioned. It feels really good in here. Magikarp. Imagine this at night. People around here sitting, hanging out, having a good time, trading cards. It's not Miltank, but his name is Hank. It's Milt Hank.
Mark your calendars for Labor Day weekend, Friday through Sunday, September 4th to 6th, 2026.
So yeah, Card Party 2026 right here in Dallas at the Gaylord Texan. We're gonna have a great time. Everything you need all in one spot, and all that's missing is you. Get your tickets now while you can at the earliest bird price possible, and I'll see you here.
Thank you. Am I not muted anymore, Chris?
You're good to go.
You're good.
Okay. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Book your hotel for the Gaylord Dallas to meet and greet Mil Hank, DPM, myself, Eating with Eating, Kat, Chris, Alex, because he already said he's coming to Dallas. And don't forget to follow the Instagram page and everything in between, because the more, like Dan said, creators are going to be updated starting later this week. Kat, do you have any last words of encouragement or anything at all you would like to say to the people?
I do. I actually have two things. So my first thing is kind of bouncing off of the hotel. I would recommend everybody to stay at the hotel if you are looking to pick up more expensive things at Card Party, because you don't want to be walking around with things of high value on you, just for your own safety. And part of that goes along with making sure that you're keeping track of all of your items that you have. Each Card Party, without fail, there's always somebody being like, oh my gosh, I left my binder, oh my gosh, I left my Osmo, and like panicking, wondering, like trying to get that back. Please keep track of all of your items to make sure that that does not happen. And going up into your room and placing things in your room is probably the best way to make sure that you keep everything of your possession in your possession.
Absolutely. And I'm going to build on that. If I know the Gaylord is going to be a little more on the pricier side, but it is 100% worth it if you value your time over the money of that weekend. You're not going to want to miss out on the trade nights that happen in the lobbies or in that little atrium spot that Pat was in. There's so much you can do if you stay in the hotel. You're not going to want to miss it. That's where the creators stay. If you stay off-site, you have to think about the money you have to spend on gas, the money you have to spend on your rentals, or the money you have to spend on Uber or Lyft. So at the end of the day, are you really saving money if you're just getting a hotel 5 to 10 minutes away?
And it's Labor Day weekend. Like,
oh,
do you know
Labor
how
Day,
crazy
yeah.
traffic's gonna be?
The traffic and
Nuts.
the price surging for the Uber and Lyft. They're going to have surge pricing because of the holiday weekend. So please book your hotel through the Gaylord. You're not going to want to miss anything because there's always something exciting happening. Like you can battle Danny Fantop and I, the card game. We play the card game in the lobby. We try to play every Friday night, if not Sunday night. So you can come play us at the lobby, and we will have a lot of fun doing it. Chris, is there anything you would like to say to the people before we head off for the night?
I'm working on videos. They're coming soon.
They're coming soon. Yes.
Subscribe. Turn your notifications on.
Exactly what she said. But no, honestly, I am so excited. I can't believe Card Party is already like a month away.
Yes.
We just got back, and I'm just processing and resting from that. And we're already getting ready to gear up for that one, and I really can't wait. I can't wait to see everybody. This used to just be a job, and now I'm going to see my friends. It's crazy. I can't wait. That's all I got. Can't wait to see you guys.
It's so exciting. I can't wait to see you guys and all of you who are attending Card Party Dallas. Until next time, guys, my name is Gonzo. That's Catamal, and the man behind the screen is Chris. Please don't forget to collect how you want to collect. Bye.